Let us pray. O loving God, Apostle Paul wrote, "This is a day that the Lord hath made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it." And Lord, this is a day of gladness. The class of 2013 has accomplished their journey so far. They have been diligent. They have worked hard. They have studied hard. And now they cross this bridge into a new tomorrow. And we are so thankful because they are world changers, Lord. And they are deemed for high purpose and for glory. We thank you for Medaille College that gave us the opportunity. And we thank you, Lord, for the faculty and staff that encouraged us and pushed us even when we didn't want to be pushed. And when they made us write those long papers, study extra hard, Lord, we knew that it was for a greater purpose. And we now know. So we ask your Spirit to be with us. Let your grace fall upon us. We give thanks for what this night is. And Lord, I know this class of 2013, and this is going to be a whale of a night. We ask this all in your name. And the people of God's church said, Amen.
This, of course, is the conclusion of something, as of course is the beginning of something. What a splendid event and what a splendid place, what I can see from this wonderful vantage point, what a splendid place that you can't really behold the way I can. Clayhan's Auditorium is famous. It was built in 1937. 1937 is also Medaille College's birth date. It's a wonderful, famous place. This acoustic shell back here, something like 80 feet tall, something like 60 feet deep, is world famous. There are 2,900 seats, and almost every one of the 2,900 seats are filled with family, friends, supporters, celebrators. What a splendid place and what a splendid event. There are 450 students graduating this year. I can see all of their faces. It's wonderful. I'm close up to them, and only I can behold that. Even though I've been talking about numbers, large numbers, of course this reduces down to only one reason, one person. Each one of these graduates has a splendid story unto themselves. The things that they accomplished in the last 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Each one of them. Each one of them, a splendid story. And because I've done this often, I know how to read the faces of each one of them. And out of each of those faces, it's perfectly clear. I can see the pride, and I can see the hope. wonderful. It is my pleasure to introduce this year's 2013 undergraduate commencement speaker, Dr. Pamela C. Brown. Dr. Pamela C. Brown has been serving as the City of Buffalo's Superintendent of Schools for 1 year. This school district is the largest, the second largest in the state of New York, and of course the largest outside of New York City. Generally, she has experience in administration, in consulting work, in serving as a principal, and as an educational reformer. More specifically, she is, of course, also deep down inside a teacher. Her most recent assignment before coming to Buffalo, she managed Richmond, Virginia's Central School District with 25,000 students. Dr. Brown is an expert in changing the game. She knows how to deal with problems. She knows how to make things right. She knows how to think system, how to think big. But what I admire about Dr. Brown, in spite of operating here at the apex of responsibility and authority, she never loses sight of what I can see, which is individual students. Dr. Brown's personal motto is, every student deserves a world-class education. Dr. Brown's doctorate is from Harvard University. We are glad to have her as our commencement speaker. Dr. Brown.
Thank you. President Jurasek, members of the Medaille College Board of Trustees, honored guests, faculty, students, parents, relatives, and friends. On behalf of the Buffalo Public Schools, I bring you my heartfelt greetings. Let me begin by saying how greatly I appreciate the opportunity to address such an esteemed audience this evening. Class of 2013, you are a lovely sight. I look out and see a sea of caps and gowns, and indeed, you are the vision that I have for the 33,000 students of the Buffalo Public Schools, the beneficiaries of a true world-class education, meaning a well-rounded education that prepares students for further academic challenge in college, success in a career of their choice, and a life that represents a healthy appreciation for hard work, mutual respect, and good, clean fun, along with a commitment to giving back to the community. At Medaille, you have had all of this and more. You have had the privilege of attending a fine institution that believes in and serves the greater community by finding much of its talent in the public schools surrounding it, anticipating its students' needs, building support systems on campus to address those individual students' needs, and thereby ensuring a higher than average graduation rate. As you may know, across this country, many more students enroll in college than actually complete college. Because Medaille College didn't just admit you, but upon so doing, made a commitment to your success, you are here today to claim a well-earned degree. And so today I honor you, and I would like to take just a few minutes to offer you a few words of advice. And I will begin with this: dream big. Let your dreams and aspirations soar. No matter what you perceive to be the barriers, find that field of study that inspire you to work night and day, that you dream about while sleeping, that ignites an unmatched passion in you. Perhaps you've already begun to identify a particular talent that you have that seems to channel your efforts in a particular direction and help you to have a sense of purpose. My mother is 98 years old, and she doesn't get around as well as she used to, and she's not quite as alert as she used to be. But still today, many times she continues to say to me, the sky is the limit. This is a woman who was born on a farm in Mississippi at a time when the schooling was substandard at best, and she had to leave home and board with relatives in order to complete her high school education. This is a woman who did not earn her college degree until she was almost 50 years old, and who shortly afterwards single-handedly moved her 5 dependent children from Liberty, Mississippi to Los Angeles, California. That is certainly an example of change. She believes so strongly in the power of hope, dreams, and a strong work ethic that she encouraged us all to reach for the sky. And so I encourage you to allow yourselves to triumph over all circumstances. Some of you have already had to demonstrate tremendous courage and perseverance in order to get where you are today. Some of those may include peer pressure, poverty, illness, disability, grief, and all manner of disappointments. But you've made it this far, and you're ready for the next part of the journey. So I will share with you the words of advice that I heard from a group of very impressive high school seniors last evening. No excuses, and failure is not an option. The second piece of advice that I would offer to you is to dream with your eyes wide open. Dreams without a plan and consistent focused work are just empty vessels that are going nowhere. You already know that. But the game plan changes a little bit as you leave college and go into the world of work. It's no longer enough to understand and demonstrate that you understand and to chart your own course. You will have to know how to bring others along. Whether you plan to attend graduate school or get a job, you will very likely be in environments where you will meet people from many different walks of life, and it will be expected that you will work with them to problem solve and complete joint projects. In today's experience of the flattening of the globe, as author Thomas Friedman refers to it, we are required to run faster to stay in place. Due to the convergence of technology and many events that allowed many other countries to be on an equal playing field with ours, particularly as it relates to services and manufacturing, the world is a much smaller place in which everything happens much faster. And while we should be, as a country, working harder and smarter to maintain our competitive edge in innovation, unfortunately, we outrank many other nations in our own feelings of superiority. And so instead of this being a time for you to rest on your laurels, I will submit to you that it is a time to confirm your commitment to continuing your pursuit of your dream. The final piece of advice that I will offer to you is to stay close to your support systems. As much as it is important to celebrate your success, it is just as important to realize that you are standing on the shoulders of others. Whoever the person is or the people are who have held high expectations for you, who have held you accountable for putting forth your best effort, who have been there for you in all circumstances, important to make sure that we are always there for them and that they know that at all times. In order to illustrate that, I will share a little personal story with you. My daughter Trinity is currently finishing her freshman year of law school. This past fall, it became kind of a family joke that she would only tell us how many schools that she had applied to, but not which schools to which she had submitted applications. In fact, even after she told us that she had received some acceptances and that she had decided which law school she wanted to attend, and after she had already submitted her deposit, we still did not know which school she planned to attend. And it was not until she sent us a picture of herself standing next to a recognizable landmark at Yale Law School that we knew where she was going. That was her way of demonstrating her independence and that she could make a decision on her own, that she was making things happen for her, by her. Now that doesn't mean that she doesn't still call us and ask for money from time to time. So we know that we can continue to count on that. But that certainly is what we expect to see from our children as they begin to mature and enter their adult lives. And so even as they demonstrate their independence, it's important that they know that they will always be able to count on our guidance and support. And so parents, my advice to you is to keep your safety net of learned wisdom spread wide beneath you. The Word class of 2013 is awaiting you, and the wonderful things you do. Step up to it and read it. Embrace it. Give it your all. I will leave you on your way to your careers and graduate school with the same words that I entered Buffalo with as I began this leg of my journey toward excellence in education for all. I encourage you to aim high, work smart, and finish strong. Congratulations to you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Brown. The graduating student, Katrina Thornton, will join us up on the stage. It is our tradition to include the student address. And now I introduce a member of the class of 2013. So far, at this moment, still only a candidate for graduation. Candidate for graduation with a degree in Bachelor of Science in Biology. So please join me in welcoming to the podium Katrina M. Thornton.
Thank you. If everyone can bear with me, I'm getting over a cold, so I apologize, as I've heard a lot of people have. And I wasn't nervous at all until Dr. Bursak was lovely and announced how many people were actually sitting in this building. Yeah, that's great. Thank you for that. And I don't know if I can follow Dr. Brown's speech, but I will definitely try. We are all here today because we are celebrating a goal that has finally been achieved. College can be a difficult time. It challenges you, aggravates you, and drains your bank account. Not that any of us know what that feels like, right? On the other hand, it motivates you, educates you, and enables you to grow in ways that you may have not thought to be possible. Success cannot be defined by a simple term because it is a relative concept. Instead, it is defined by the moments of individual accomplishments that contribute to our happiness, as well as our ability to make a difference in the came to Medaille College, I was a transfer student with the goal of simply completing an associate's in veterinary technology and possibly staying for more. However, I did not anticipate developing such strong relationships with my peers as well as the faculty and staff here. I was given opportunities to be involved in campus life, to develop leadership skills, and to really push my limitations. Throughout my life, I have learned that anything is possible. The only limits that exist are the ones that you set yourself. I say this with confidence because I too am fulfilling a dream that I did not think was attainable. I am able to confidently say that I can continue on in my education and complete my master's in public health, as well as get a doctorate in veterinary medicine, to which I am very thankful for. My success is a reflection of persistence, but also as a result of the love and support that my family and friends have given me, as well as the experiences that I have gained at Medaille, and I would not be here today without them. William Arthur Ward once said, "If you can imagine it, you can achieve it. If you can dream it, you can become it." This is an opportunity and time of motivation. It does not matter if you have plans set in stone or if you are unsure of what your next step is. All that you need to know is that being here today is an achievement that you have earned and no one can take that away. Something that I have been told repetitively during my time here is that you know more than you think. And the people who said that, you know who you are. Never underestimate your potential because life is too short to live without unanswered questions. Celebrate this moment and what is next to come, and enjoy your time. Congratulations, class of 2013.
Katrina, thank you very much. And that is how these ceremonies unfold up until now. Not for another 15 minutes or so. Katrina and all the wonderful students in front are still only candidates for graduation. But graduation